They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Murray. It's complete to Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the ground, it's Eckler. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Draw play. It's Eckler. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Conley. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
That's me.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Back to throw. Grimes. And that's Elliott. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Elliott. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wide, get wide. Watch out.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
You go tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Marr able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Steps away, and he's going to keep it here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Switch.
Murray now on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Brings up second and 8.
Under 10. Under 10.
From the 29, Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake. Grimes. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Michael Gallup there to make the grab. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's got it to Williams.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go, D.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Left, watch left. Come on, baby.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Kill.
To throw from his end zone. Grimes. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Elliott. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott, and even 50 yards on the ground. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, switch gears. Check safety. 6 guys. Check 6 heads, yeah.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. Check that 13-yard line.
22. Check. Off. Check. Go. That's mine.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Slam.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Bang. Check 3. Alert 3.
He can run for it, and he will. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Murray looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Murray now. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Justice Hill, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes, and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
He was brought down by Avery Williamson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Grimes. And the catch made by Johnson. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever's...
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 78 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
He's got it at the 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Murray now to throw. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're scared. Like 7. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's got a man complete. A big play here for the Cowboys. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll go with Hill here on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and 4. He may try and run for this. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here first and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Watch right, watch right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. 9th play of the drive now on third and a country mile.
It's now third down.
Operating from the gun, Grimes. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The kick by Marr is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
14 yards. That's good for a Cowboys.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! Sack, baby! Sack!
Back at the 13-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on.